If you put yourself first, you are gonna become less of a burden on other people.
Nigga, what the fuck did you just say, bro? You said self-love to love yourself, bro?
Yeah, when you...
I was broke in college, bro.
Man.
I was broke in college. I had to find a way to make $20 stretch 7 days, bro. you feel me?
Like
some of y'all spent $20 on food a day, bro. I had to make that shit stretch a week, like eating top ramen and shit like that, bro.
Went on my cleats, I've been through too much rain. Swear to God, I'm trying to eat, I'm having hunger pains. Don't let my brother up that thing, he got that curry range. Shit sound like me when the chopper sing. I can't let him cross me like I'm Gary Payton. Been fighting these demons, get off me, Satan. I shit up it, nah, fuck it, I can't keep debating. Slide on them like these beats and I ain't in skating. These niggas say they brothers.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Don't Do That Chat. Today we're going to be talking about things we wish we'd have known in high school that we know now. As always, this is Dartese, aka T speaking.
Think there's motherfucking money, man. If you ain't got no money, time to go home. Make it 2020 years still.
Over here.
Shit, young Damo, you feel me?
And you already know who right here.
Yeah, baby.
Let's get into it. So we're going to start off with the first one is one thing that we wish we would have known in high school that we know now is financial literacy. So we talked about this a couple episodes ago, and it's gonna be right up here. The tag to it, y'all wanna watch that episode too. In high school, I was so focused on sports. I was focused on grades. I really didn't think about financial literacy. I didn't think about what I need to do after high school to get set up for the future. That came to me at the end of college, really. So even in college, they don't teach you that. So one thing I wish I would know now that back then I know now is financial literacy. I definitely would have prepped myself better and learning about stocks, business investments, currencies and stuff like that. You know, 401k, anything like that.
Yeah, just investments in general. And you know, the good thing about that is that, you know, if we knew about it in high school, it definitely would have gave us a head start. Cause I mean, we're already all out of college. You feel me? But I mean, at least we're still at that stage. Like, we're all 24 years old. We still at that stage where we can still go ahead and hop on. You know what I'm saying? But now as far as like, you know, the finances and shit, like, yeah, we got it now. We can do it. But as far as like the know-how, yeah, if we knew that shit from high school, like, man, I can tell you right now, I wouldn't do this.
This 6 years later. This 6 years post high school.
Imagine that.
That's 6 years of you really understand these concepts. And as we're building right now, how much we could have built much further. Like all the mistakes we made in financial literacy that we really understand about money. Well, we could have been if you knew money at the younger age, you could have had an extra 5 bands saved up. You know, extra 5K for people who know what bands mean. You could have had a couple more business bonds bought.
You just reminded me of some heart pain, boy. Oh man, God, I just remember when, oh fuck, this hurts. Whoo! I remember when fucking Bitcoin was like $30-something. Oh my God, $30 a stock.
Bro, imagine that in our generation, we would have to that.
Oh, if I just would have took $30 from my $300 that I had when I got out of the day, bro, like, and just bought one stock. Well, 21.
In high school, bro, we buying Jordans, we buying other stuff to look good, look cool, and stuff like that. That same pair of Jordans you invested in Bitcoin, that $20 you spend in Jordans, bro, to this day will be worth $20,000.
Imagine spending $300 on Bitcoin when it was $31. Bro, you would have over $100,000, bro.
Yes, bro.
And more, bro.
Dude, we didn't know that stuff at a young age, so we wouldn't been thinking stuff like that.
That's
Man,
just
I'm
crazy,
mad
bro.
right now you say that shit.
Oh,
Damn, bro, I couldn't have thought about this shit, bro. So,
I feel like I wish I would have known that a little more financial literacy in high school.
Hell yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, when I think
And you
that
know what
shit
it
out,
is? You know what it is? This what I gotta say. I feel like
let us know.
parents is good that y'all push us to school and make us focus on school. But either whether you come from a wealthy background or not, I feel like jobs are important because it teaches you. Because when you enter the real world, honestly, it's about working. You feel me? You have to, like, for us, we have to work to get to our goals. So we have to basically, I need a job so I can get to $10,000 so I can invest in my own shit. So then that money can make me, you get what I'm saying? Like, it steps to this shit. And we gotta learn that shit young, you feel me? So, like, parents need to, like, it's good, put your kids in sports and all that, but make them get a type of summer job, you feel me? Some niggas need to work.
I mean, you said that good though. You pretty much saying that right now we're at the stage that you have to earn money to save to invest. And exactly. And like I said, we have some books right there and other books that I read, and like you need to save and invest to get to. Most people that got money, they had a normal 9 to 5, and and then they save their money up and they invest in their own business. And once they invest in their own business, that's when they took off. So that's something not all people gonna fail. That's a part of the ratio.
And don't be scared to fail. You want to fail. The beauty about
how you supposed to succeed, man.
The beauty about failing is it's a learning experience.
Here's something. Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Don't fail twice.
If you are in your comfort zone right now, bro, you are not gonna grow. You gotta be uncomfortable. You gotta be put in them uncomfortable situations. Like, bro,
think about it, bro.
You can't.
You too, bro. I'm not. I love to talk, but I talk to my friends. I never really did. I never thought of myself doing something like YouTube itself, and I got myself out of my comfort zone and did something because I know with the team I got, we can rock heavy and we can grow. So I'm out of my comfort zone to make a business and make a life, like a big life change right here. Even though I know I'm gonna be fine in life, but this is something I want to take take advantage of.
This is something like you feel me? We big on team. You feel me? So like this is something we could do as a team, all piggyback off each other, help each other, and watch each other grow. You feel me? So like this shit fun us. You feel me doing this? So it's like it's different, but it's also business. So it's just
you take it serious.
Let's get into the next one.
What's
All right, so we're gonna get into the next one.
Yeah. So our next topic is, it's just like not rushing to be an adult. And what we mean by that is just like, just appreciating our youth and shit like that. Just appreciating the things that.
Man,
just to get further, just to get back into it, just to get deeper into the topic, appreciating everything our parents did and just like our teachers and our mentors and our coaches and stuff like that. Just appreciating the stuff we did, because honestly, I was out the house when I was 18, living on my own, living in the house, living in the house with other people and stuff like that. And it's just like, man, once I got out, I was just like, fuck. Like, I really started appreciating, like, I gotta cook my own food now, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I'm a diabetic. I gotta cook my own food. Shit, I got
coupons and all.
Coupons and shit, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, I'm not gonna lie, I was broke in college, boy. That financial aid was not helping the nigga out. Boy, I had to go out and get some top ramen. I had to make sure I had to find out how to make $20 work for the rest of the week.
hey.
Eat! I'm broke, nigga! I'm broke!
For a black man, bro, really show you how to get through the struggles. Me and my nigga Dabo was studying in college, bro. I'm talking about, nigga, we go to the what the fuck they had in Memphis? The Family Dollar? Family Dollar, I think they got out there. We was go to the Family Dollar, bro. We getting a can of motherfucking a can of beans, bro. We getting a nacho cheese can, nigga. And some chips, bruh. Busting down chili in the rooms, licking fingers. You feel me? Niggas try to succeed though. You feel me? We in college with this shit. Like,
$5 swishers. Oh, them days.
And it's crazy though.
I'm
gonna jump in. What's crazy about it is your parents, when you go, I can't wait till I'm older. I can't wait till I'm adult. And parents like, whoa, slow down. I appreciate being a kid.
Man.
And when you're younger, you don't really understand that concept of it. And as you get older, you realize, okay, when you're a kid, all you gotta worry about is going to school, playing sports. They pay for everything you need. You babied in a sense. Still, even in high school, you baby. As when you get to that adult stage where we at now, it's kind of like, what you doing? You gotta buy your own food, like you said. You gotta buy your own. I pay rent now. I got an apartment, this and that.
Bills,
like everything's on your own. And
car bill.
And if you kind of go to the last topic, if you financially literate, this stuff gets easy, to that transition. But if you're not prepared for it, it gets rough and it's hard. So just appreciate the little things. Like as a kid, appreciate you really have time to invest in yourself in sports and have fun and not be stressed about the world. You kind of just in your own little bubble.
Exactly.
And then once you start adulting, you for the world at this point.
Yeah, but the thing about it is you don't want to be stressed about the world, but you want to be informed about it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So you want to kind of know, like, I feel like our parents kind of like are like structured. You feel me? So they believe in this kind of route. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, times has changed, you feel me?
Yeah,
shit is a lot different, bro. You can get rich as fuck and dropped out in middle school. You get what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta be more open with your kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't force this education, college, see what they talking about. You get what I'm saying? Like, and guide them right. You get what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, bro. You read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad. He said the poor dad actually was the dad that went to college and he's in a rat race and he just kept repeating the same things over and over. Go to school, this and that. As in the rich dad was a person that invested in business and stuff like that, which they don't teach kids in high school. They teach kids to go to college and get a 9 to 5.
Niggas, they trading workers.
I had to learn this.
Exactly.
They told us to go to college he said, there you go, bro. That's the golden word, to create workers, bro. they getting us, putting us all through this system to go
Rat
out
race.
into the world and work for somebody.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They're not
Nigga,
teaching you
I just
how to
paid
do
for 4 years of school and at that, nigga, we just paid for this education to go work for another man.
Just
crazy
to,
about that,
work
bro?
so we can pay for school.
And no matter how much you make, bro,
Crazy.
you bring to buy more stuff. No matter what, you be in that rat race until you own your own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they don't teach you in high school, even in
Even
college.
in college, they
And that's
teach
what it's
you
up to
that
yourself to self-educate yourself, get in these books and really learn what you need to do to get to that next level of financially stable and financially literate.
Yeah.
That's on that. That's our, these are comments saying what you wish you would have done in high school, like to say for youth purposes.
Yeah, just
That's
you
you
comment,
Shit,
let us
just
know.
backtrack. I would say I wish not to say that I'm not grateful for my college experience and grateful of going to college and the knowledge and everything that I took, but I feel like I would have wanted to put maybe a small amount of money away for a business or my own self business, you know what I'm saying, or group business, you know what I'm saying, because the same amount of money that like the money that I pay for to go to school, the loans, all of that stuff, I feel like we could have been like, you know what I'm saying, that type of money, if we put that into this, who knows, right?
You know, that's gotta be. All right, let's get to the next topic. What's the next one?
Man, just transitioning to the next topic. It's just all about self-love and shit like that. And that's something I wish I knew in high school and stuff like that. And you know, it's something I wish I knew in high school, but it's definitely something I wish I knew in college actually. Because I mean, in college, man, like self-love is something.
Make you find
Yeah,
self-love.
college make you find self-love. Because I mean, in college, actually, after college is when I really found myself. Because I mean, going into college and shit like that, I was worried about the wrong things. I was worried about making friends and shit like that, pleasing everybody before myself and shit like that. And just doing that, it's an experience that I'm glad I went through, because being able to go through that struggle and that pain as far as, you know, trying to please everybody else, and I just basically put myself last. You feel me? I put myself last, and it was just something that I definitely was not thinking about during the time and shit like that. You know, I definitely had my pain in high school and shit like that, but once you out there in college, you gotta realize it's just you. And when I was out there, it was just me. It was just me. I couldn't rely on my brother, my sister, my mom, my dad. It was a phone call away. I'm 4 hours away from the nearest relative. 4 hours away from the nearest relative. And you know, I was focused on the wrong things. I was focused on making such and such happy, or trying to fulfill a goal that had nothing to do with me. Had nothing to do with me. And the thing that I like about it is because now, nigga, I'm all about myself and shit. If there's something I want, I deserve it. I'm gonna give it to myself.
So how did
Fuck
you
that.
You gonna work hard
Fuck
for
that.
it.
Yeah.
What made you
that.
in your life
What-
was significant where you was like, fuck all that. Everything I'm seeing is false. Let me be me.
Shit, honestly, what made me really realize that, you know what I'm saying, just touching back on last week's episode, you know, feel me, tune in if you ain't even seen it, just touching on relationships really made me realize that shit, because I put my all into relationships, you know what I'm saying, like I'm not talking about just romantic relationships, I'm talking about friendships, or just relationships with school, or relationships with something that had, like I said, nothing to do with me, just putting things before myself. Because at the end of the day, what I would do is, I gotta make sure this is happy, I gotta make sure this person is happy, I gotta make sure my girlfriend is happy, or something like that. And at the end of the day, the fuck did I do for myself?
You never make yourself happy.
Yep, I never made myself happy. I ended up just making myself vulnerable. And then once that source of happiness, that false sense of happiness left, shit, it just left me just in a place where I was just like, bruh,
I gotta get right.
Gotta get right. I just didn't love myself.
See, I feel like my Johnny definitely, he had a little different than me. So in high school, even in college, I feel like I always had like a lot of self-love for myself. Like I love me some me, to just be honest with you. But I feel like I didn't get to that next level of loving myself and appreciating myself until I got to like the later years of my college, until where I'm at now. Because in high school, self-love for me was just about, just making sure, I'm just a top athlete, top student. It wasn't really about my mentality, who I am as a person. It's about, let me make sure I have those accolades so I can impress
They
others.
feed you the love.
Like feed me the love. It's like that affirmation right there. When I got to college, in the beginning years, it was like the love was about making sure I can build that frame. How can I start from scratch again and just build that group up again? And in my later years, it wasn't about how many friends I got. It wasn't about that. It was about how can I improve our teeth? How can I love myself enough where I know I'll eat right, I'll work all right, I'll study right, I'll prep myself for new careers and jobs right, because this is really showing love for myself and my future opportunities going on later on in life. So that's when I really feel like I got my self-love that I really need, not like that false self-love that people understand, like, I did this because your false self-love is pretty much you looking for affirmation from other people. But like real self-love is when you're looking for affirmation from yourself.
Message.
And that's what I got when I got later on in the year. So now I'm like, I love myself before, but I really love me, you know. But I'm not asexual though. None of that weird stuff.
What y'all gotta say, man? I know y'all got something to say, man.
What you gotta say, man?
Shit is fun with self-love. I mean, I think I was always a confident person, but not like y'all said. I worried about other people say with the woo things like that, trying to please other people, relationships, fulfilling other people, all that type of stuff. So I mean, self-love, yeah, I feel like you do kind of have to be selfish, but still have a balance of empathy and care for other people in a sense. But still, like, okay, I need to get right for myself to where I'm not a burden to others, or I'm not a burden to myself in a sense, just all type of shit. Like, yeah, it's hard to really, self-love is a continuous and always day to day.
Like, when you learn to self-love yourself and you put yourself first, you are gonna become less of a burden on other people.
Nigga, what the fuck did you just say? You said self-love to love yourself, bro?
Yeah, when you...
No, he said when you start to love yourself, you start to be less burden.
Yeah, so
you don't expect love from them because you love yourself enough. So you lower your expectations.
Yeah, you're not
That came out like, wait, hold on. That just fucked my brain up real quick. Shit.
What I was going to was, yeah, definitely when you love yourself, you're going to become less of a burden on others because you're going to treat yourself first. You're not going to put yourself around others when you know, I need to go to work, or let me do this so I can better myself so I'm not going over there angry as hell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just to touch on a little bit more, like self-love, it don't necessarily mean you got to be an asshole. It don't mean you gotta, like, you can't consider other people. All you gotta do is just like, when somebody asks you something, bro, there ain't nothing wrong with taking a second to consider yourself first.
Exactly.
Like, is this situation gonna affect me
In a negative or a positive way, or in a neutral way?
You know what I'm saying?
If it's
Because
neutral or positive, you could go for it. If it's negative,
hell yeah. Because you gotta think about it. Like, I mean, yeah, think about me. I honestly, like, I have some business aspects to self-love. Like, is this gonna benefit me in value? Is this gonna benefit me, like, financially? Or is this gonna benefit me in relationships? You know what I'm saying? If it has no value to me, then honestly, it's just like, I'm just worried about myself. Honestly, I'm just worried about myself and what I gotta do. But, that's pretty much all I really gotta do.
How do you balance on
and
helping
before we
somebody?
leave off
On helping somebody, because like I said, bro, like there's an amount of self-love. Like, now, as far as like self-love and helping somebody else, if I got it, if I can go ahead and afford to give my time or give my money or give my effort to somebody else, of course I'm gonna do it. Like, like I said, even though I'm all about myself, I'm all about the people I love too. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about the team later on. I'm all about the team, but it's just like, if it's something that I can do, if it's something I can afford to do, and it's not gonna affect myself and put me in a bad position.
Take
away from whatever I'm doing. Of course I'm gonna do it.
Right. If you take away from yourself, you take away from the team. Because when you lower your value, you lower the team's value. You are as strong as your weakest link. Yeah. So as one person gets weaker, then the whole team gets weaker.
That's what I was saying in the bloopers. Watch the bloopers. Say, cut off the weakest link neck, nigga. Cut that nigga off the tail, nigga. He'll drag your ass under that water like a motherfucking tank.
Boy,
yeah. All right, let's get to the next tip.
So our next topic about things we wish we knew in high school is just like the power of consistency, and like the power of consistency applied to relationships, business, whatever you want. I mean, okay, Dartese, you got your hands up. So
hey, like I said, this is my favorite. I raised my hand because this is actually like my favorite thing when it comes to life. Consistency is something I really like. It's really my motto when it comes to anything. Like, so like, and this is kind of break it down the way. If you're consistent in anything in life, you will always improve and always get better. It's about being consistent. Once you're consistent with something, your body, your mind, your mentality, it gets used to it and it doesn't feel weird. And it puts you in a position where you're able to accommodate and adjust at a faster rate because you're already used to doing one thing, but if something falls off one day, you go back to doing the same thing because you're just used to being consistent. As an example, I like to use is working out. If you work out randomly and you work out 2 days and you miss a week and come back into, your body's always gonna be sore because it's not used to working out. You're inconsistent. As if you work out 5 days a week, 6 days a week, your body's used to it and you're still growing. And if you do miss 2 days and you work out again, you won't be sore because your body's used to that, going through that pain. So if you read multiple times a week, you're not dazing off and you're not losing focus and reading because your mind is used to reading and taking all that information. If you play video game, anything you do, as long as you're consistent, you will be better yourself. You'll better yourself continually. So I really believe in the power of consistency because I feel like if you look at any successful person in this world, look at anybody that's doing something for themselves, anybody that's in shape, anybody that's doing anything impactful and has and really have the stance and the power in our world today, they're all consistent with what they do. Whether it's good or bad, as long as they're consistent and they made a change. Yeah. So I really do live by consistency. That's one thing, like, really is my motto.
Yeah. You feel me? Because me, as far as just giving an insight about me and stuff like that, I'm all about consistency. If we can go back, I can vividly tell you about my high school career and shit like that. The only time I ever missed practice in my high school career, and you can ask anybody, the only time I ever missed a practice is because it was for the day I was getting fitted for prom, and that's it. That is the only reason why I ever missed practice. But as far as like having practice, I have never ever missed a practice. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, I was out of there, buddy. I was go.
And hell yeah! I mean, like y'all see all these books. Y'all see all these books on this table. Like, I'm gonna let you know, I haven't read a single page.
And it's for itself too.
Yeah,
The game, just like saying that, bro. Like we all play football together. You feel me? I was one that missed practice. I was also one getting less PT, bro. It all speak for itself, bro. Like, the harder you work, bro, the more that shit gonna show. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Just like he said with reading books. For me, I honestly, bro, I didn't give a fuck about a book, nigga, forever, bro. I didn't start reading books till I went to jail. And as I was reading books, I learned, I'm like, I must have got through 10 books, bro, and I noticed my vocabulary was getting sharper as I'm talking to people. I'm
vernacular.
Like, I'm saying shit I was never said before. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, the books is working. So like, when we say read books, we not necessarily just read shit that's gonna get you money. Just read shit you like to read.
Like, if you reading
get
shit,
used to reading. Just get used to going over words.
If you reading shit about like anything that's business related, anybody who's successful and shit like that, read a book about anybody successful.
But
in
I'm
every book,
that.
In every book that you see that has something to do with success, or anybody that has something to do, they talk about consistency and shit like that. Because you think about it, nigga, you can be doing something for 4 years straight and not earn a single dime, but if you stay consistent with it, you have no idea. You could be the most popular shit in the planet year 5. You just gotta stay consistent with it, because you just can't be wishy-washy. You can't be jumping back and forth and shit like that, because honestly, it just shows no loyalty. It shows no loyalty, and it shows.
It's not really showing no. I feel like I don't feel like it shows loyalty. Yeah, he's right about that. And branching off to what he said too. Damn, I smoked too much weed. I forgot the fuck I was gonna say.
Let's get to the next tip then. That's a good one. Is it the
So I mean, just going on to our last topic of the day, as far as things we wish we knew in high school, and that the last topic is just building a team, surrounding yourself with people who are, I would say, like-minded. Because I mean, just giving a little background and shit like that. Dartis, my day one. David, my day one, because they fucking twins. Dom, I've known him since elementary school and shit like that. Going off into college. You know what I'm saying? Going off into college, we definitely went on separate ways. I went off on my lonesome. Dartis went off on his lonesome. I mean, they went to college together, but I mean, like, it was 5 years where we weren't even really talking like that. I mean, we would talk every now and then, because I'm saying,
Xbox Live.
Yeah, I mean, Xbox Live, but I'm talking about
like
talking like now, because like we're adults now and shit like that,
Right.
And you just building yourself around people that you know that you're gonna be consistent with. Like I said,
right.
Touching on the last topic, and just something I really wanted to say as far as like building a team and building a strong foundation and stuff like that. Like listen to what I'm about to say, okay? And listen carefully, okay? Surround yourself with people that love you. Don't surround yourself with people that you love, okay?
Message.
And I just like a lot of y'all that's probably gonna go over your head, but just really listen to that. Surround yourself with people that love you. Don't surround yourself with people that you just love, because it's self-explanatory and shit like that, because it just touches on self-love. It touches on a lot of the shit that we were just talking about. You know what I mean?
Think about it. I'm gonna get in there. I'm gonna get in this one. Go ahead. And the reason that's so important, because if you surround yourself with people you love, they will continue. You can allow them to take advantage of you. If people love you, they genuinely want to see the best out of you. You love them, you want to see the best out of them, so you neglect yourself naturally. Now, going into the team thing of it, the reason I think it's very important to build a team around you, because it helps you elevate at a faster rate. So the reason that's important for me compared to, I wish I would have done that in high school, because in high school, like I said, I was really good in school, had good grades and everything like that. And I felt like I was an outlier. I felt like I was gonna be successful no matter what. And I'm already working towards that, but I felt like I had a team around me. Like from day one, I had Damo around me, young Damo. Day one, I had my Johnny around me. I did have him around me from day one.
Yeah, I was saying, man, I'm
day one. But if I had that foundation, I would usually really optimize it and maximize the full potential. I feel like, even though I'm high up in the scale, I feel like I could be that much higher up. And And the team really is your foundation. That's why football is a sport, American sport, because it's that team foundation. You know, you need the full piece, not just the quarterback. You need the running back. You need the line. You need everybody to really get to that Super Bowl. It's not about just that one player. So I wish I'd have definitely had more. And I was a team person, but I definitely wish I'd have known more about building a team for financial success and like mental success in high school. Which I know now is very important to have.
Yeah, just to piggyback. I mean, did you want to say something, Dietrich?
I was just gonna branch off what he said with the team. Something that I learned off of having a team is you gotta have people who has not just the same goal as you, but like the same motivation, the same hustle as you. So they matching your energy. You don't really want people who you could take someone in who halfway has the energy that you have towards something, but your goal is to build them to your energy. You get what I'm saying? And then y'all push each other to grow, because we played football together. He was our quarterback, and he gave us, I just told him about this, a speech he gave earlier. He said, we were playing football, I remember, and he was in the locker room. He was like, half of y'all in here don't even watch football. You feel me? But y'all out here playing with us. You feel me? Y'all we could get smacked, bro. We could get our whole head took off, bro, because you don't know what you're doing, bro, and you don't care about this sport. So the thing about a team is, you gotta have a common interest. You gotta have a common hustle. You feel me? Y'all all gotta want the same thing. Y'all all gotta be willing to work as hard as each other. If they're not willing to work as hard as you gotta learn how to cut people off. Shit.
Message.
We going off. You can touch on that. You came from hella teams, so I know. All right, what do you feel about building that team? Because you had hella sports team, but now you got like a life team right here. You know what I'm saying? So what do you feel about teams?
Shit, me personally, I always been big on like teams and family and friends and brotherhood and all of that type of shit, like kinship, kinfolk. You know what I'm saying? Like I always been big on that. Like I feel like you the main thing with that is you gotta find you a group of people that y'all got the same commonality on. Like same principles, same belief system, same structure, same, like, you know what I'm saying, I got the same type of characteristic goals. Like I said, like I keep going back, I smoke a lot of weed too, but you know what I'm trying to say, in a sense, like, you feel me, where y'all could still double back if y'all have an argument, disagreement, y'all could still go back and understand, like, okay, I wasn't supposed to lie, I wasn't supposed to cheat, I wasn't supposed to such and such. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got something y'all can circle back to. It's too many people. It's like anybody got foundations, no codes out here, so it's like
it's nobody saving anybody. Like a team help you. You feel me? Like you, like him.
Yeah.
Okay, he played basketball. Give us some experience of when you wasn't on your best game and you had to pass more and let somebody else take over.
Yeah, I feel like
somebody else to support you. You get what I'm saying? That's what a team is. Like other people will support you. You feel me?
Yeah. No, that's for sure. Like for a team, you definitely gotta go and use like understand that. It's gonna be some days where you on, some days where you not. You gotta be willing to accept. Okay, it's his day. You know what I'm saying? It's been games where I've been on this man's team where he scored 50 points. You know what I'm trying to say? That's a team. That's even though it's an individual, but it's a team understanding. He the hot hand, feed the hot hand. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
and that's accepting, and that's. I feel like it's too many. It's not enough teams like that. It's too many people. It's too many egos. Everybody's so quick to. It like that people realize like that doorway is so small and it's everybody trying to push that, like, you feel me, 50 people trying to get through all at once, as opposed to all right, one by one helping each other out. You know what I'm saying? It's not, it shouldn't be a race in a sense. I don't know. It's
how people get over that hump.
And just with a team, like, you know, that's why I like surrounding yourself with me. Like, I mean, y'all can go ahead and check the previous episodes and shit like that, man. The reason why I love being around these dudes because they hold me accountable and shit like that. They don't let me just go out there and say some nonsense and they sit there and they just agree with that shit. They will tell me, they'll stop me in my tracks and tell me, I was like, hey, bro, like, what you saying right now? Like, I feel what you saying right now, but whatever you saying is some bullshit, you know what I'm saying? You really need to get your head out your ass, you know what I'm saying? And that's some shit, that's some real shit. You can't be, like I'm saying, you can have a team, but if you have a team and everybody's just agreeing what you saying and shit, unless you making $1 billion, fuck no, them niggas is not on your side, bro. They is not.
But even if you making $1 billion, you want a team that will go because you want a team that's going to challenge you.
Exactly.
And it's not even really about challenge you. It's just about having your best interest.
Exactly.
Having your best interest, they gonna hold your ass accountable.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's real shit.
So that's gonna wrap it up for the day, everybody. Next week we do got a juicy topic again. We going part 2 of relationship. It's gonna get we got some more special guests.
Spicy.
You might want to tune in and subscribe, bro.
It's gonna be spicy. Hey, don't forget what we talked about. We're gonna touch on like why we think men cheat. You know what I'm saying? So you females out there, get your notepad out. You know what I'm saying?
Why do females cheat?
That's the next episode. Just hold it on. Thanks for tuning into another episode of Don't Do That Chat. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. And like always, Marjani.
Hey, don't do that.
Hey, don't do that. Hey.
Get that shit out, nigga.
It's early, bro. We used to shooting at 2 in the morning.
Ooh, my bad. You good?
Nah, I got like I put up a blade, bro.
Nah, I can't tell us first.
Bro, I'm a grown ass man, nigga. What the fuck you talking about? Okay, bro.
Bro,
Yeah, my dude needs some drink though.